That was terrible. Let me try that again. Hey everybody, I'm Yeti Without Sin. This is Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We're going to be going straight to the Agape ring from the beginning. Let's see if we can get there pretty quick. I decided to go ahead and make this just to show everybody out there exactly how to get to it. I'm sure there's a lot of other people who have done this by now, but I'm going to be doing a straightforward, non-edited run. As soon as the game starts, directly to the Agape ring. I'll show you exactly what I do to get there. And we will continue on. So we're going to skip ahead through a lot of this stuff. We're going to name you... Oh, come on. I'm going to name it Agape. Alright, so this is the most important part if you're going to be doing a twink or if you're going to be doing early PvP. Make sure you pick a class that has something really close to the strength and dex requirements of your weapons. I always go swordsman, because they have the highest dex, and if you have a weapon that requires a lot of dex, which a lot of times I do, you'll be able to get it pretty much right away. I usually go petrified something just to have a chance to get something cool. And yeah, we're just going to go with that. Because we're going for speed. I'm not exactly a speed runner, so there'll be a lot of places that I'll make mistakes at. Like right there. But we're going to go straight to the Agape ring. We're going to go ahead and light bonfires. We're going to skip everything we can. Really, there's only one boss we have to worry about. Because we're only going to be fighting 2 bosses before we get to our Agape ring. Don't forget about your Divine Blessing over here. That can save your life if you're going this, trying to do a no-death run while doing this. No deaths will definitely make this faster. I don't think I'll restart this character. But I will definitely try to go as quick as possible. What am I doing? I completely went the wrong way. Don't do that. Don't go this way. It's just an old habit of mine to go rushing to the Forest of Fallen Giants. Don't want to do that. The other thing to keep in mind too, if you are going to make a character that doesn't go above a certain soul level, but you need rings from later on in the game, make sure you save yourself probably about, what is it, 500, 2,000... Plan on saving maybe about 5,000 souls set aside in order to be able to open up the other pathways. Because coming through here, unless you choose to kill her, which if you choose to kill, what's her name, Lucia? If you're able to get her killed pretty quickly and get her key, then you won't have to worry about spending that money. I never have any luck doing that, so we're gonna hopefully skip that entirely for now. Alright, here's our first difficult area, and it's not even that difficult. I'm gonna run down here and tag this. We really shouldn't die in here. This is probably the easiest area to run straight through. Through my experience, it is definitely the easiest boss to get through, too. Don't be stupid like that. Make sure you roll. Am I... Okay, yeah, I'm in fast roll, so... Alright. Okay, this guy, hug your right wall as you run, and he won't activate right away. Once he does, you just simply run past this guy. And I'm pretty confident I can get this guy in one go. So here's what you do. You go close enough to him to aggro. Come back here. Because you want to make sure he doesn't fuck with you as you're doing this next part. Okay, summon Glencore. For one, it's insurance, and for two, it puts you in a good position to take him out and not get as many souls from it. So once he gets to about there, run, and then run back to your entrance, and he will... He didn't do it this time. Of course he did. Okay. So Glencore can pretty much take this boss solo. This isn't exactly what I was hoping for. Glencore used to be able to take this boss solo. Okay, Glencore, your mistakes were made, folks. We're not supposed to be fighting this guy, actually. Oh, there goes Glencore. Okay. Kind of puts me in a position to try that again, but I'm going to be getting more souls again, so... Okay. Alright. US! US! You is S. You is S for not doing this right. You're supposed to fucking moonwalk off the edge if you do it right. You're supposed to do that forward, and then as he turns to look at you, he's supposed to walk off the fucking edge. Come on, you ace. You is ace. Well, I feel like a complete fool right now, because I cannot get him to do it this time. As soon as I get on camera, he wants to be an ace. You know what? Kill me. Yeah, there we go. We're not going to progress in that. We're going to do that differently. We're going to do that the right way. This isn't going to be a long stream. I just want to record this to put it out there and get it on the channel. Alright. So much for speed. And now we're slightly hollowed, which doesn't really... Oh, it does matter. Alright, well I can at least show you how to cheese them. You see the trick here is that initial stab. He'll slowly walk up to you, you're supposed to run past him. He'll stab, you run back to the middle platform, and as he turns to look at you, he just steps right off the edge. Big guy, you want to walk over here so I don't get killed trying to get in that fog door like last time? Thank you. Alright. Round 2, let's see if we can get this going. Stop there. There we go. He should do it this time. There he goes. That's how you do it. Alright, so we got 12,000 souls, which isn't exactly what we're wanting. Let me see something real quick. Is there steps below her? There are steps below her. So...
I've no choice now.
if you continually hit her, she doesn't get back up. So you should... The thing is, though, you can't lock onto her when you're doing it. And then if she does get up, do that. Whoa. Come on, bitch. At least your stuff doesn't track very well. Come on, why don't you come over here to one of these doors? Come on. Oh. I ain't gonna do that. Here, yeah, we'll play that game. Okay. Oh shit, that's the attack you gotta watch out for. Nope. Okay, well, we got her in position, but I ran out of stamina. So... I'm gonna die. There she goes. Okay, she's dead. You got her souls. Simply rest here and pick yourself up a key. So there's that part of it. The next part gets a tad bit tricky. I'll show you what I mean. We gotta get past him. My ugly, hollowed face. If fucking Dragon Rider would have died the first time, like he was supposed to, we wouldn't have that ugly face. But, you know what? Embrace what you have, folks. Okay, run past this guy. Alright, so there is a chest in here we have to collect. It's a big chest, and it's very, very possible that we're going to die. So now would be the time you'd go back to town, spend the souls to get your strength and dex to where it needs to be. Maybe purchase any weapons or stuff you want to get. You can pretty much run and get Lindgras key if you really wanted it. Could use the Morning Star, which actually I think I'm going to go back and grab real quick. I should grab that on the way. The Morning Star is not the best, but it is one of the best. One of the best free items you can get in the game. At this point, anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong, leave it in descriptions, send me messages, call me an idiot. Tell me never to stream videos again, tell me never to record again. Morning Star, there we go. Need that for later. Grab that to troll some people. Aim your spells if you want to get that. This is definitely not suggested for spellcasters. If you want to be a spellcaster PvP, do it the hard way. Because getting that intelligence high enough or that faith high enough to do it. Along with attunement. Yeah, you're going to want to pretty much stick with weapons with this stuff. Although you could do pyromancies using some of the attunement rings to give yourself some pyromancies if you really wanted. Just keep in mind that while you're doing all this here, you're pretty much going to be locking yourself into using only one specific ring slot. Okay, this can get pretty hairy here. Because of all the enemies, all the dogs. You can run through them pretty easily. Up here gets kind of annoying with these long-armed douches. Especially this one right here. What you want to do is get up on this ledge here and drop this way. This gets you to the first major shortcut in case you need to come running back. But I don't suggest you come running back through there. Got this guy here. I should have went outside, but I didn't. Yep. And we got to do some dodging and surviving here. Nope. All right, so that's death number 1 here. Death number 2 total. Your goal is to get in that building. Once you can get in that building, you can hightail it out of here. How's that noise? Of course, by now you would have spent souls, leveled yourself up. You wouldn't be risking that many right now. This area is full of enemies, as you can see. That dog usually kills himself, so expect to get at least 100 souls there. It's alright though, because if you do this correctly, which I currently have not, then you won't run into a situation where you need all those souls. You'll run into a situation where you'll need to pop a boss soul anyway. Because we have to get up here as well. Around these guys. Out this way. Pray for immunity frames. Which you'll get. Drop down. Drop down here. Pray. Well, it's open, so we're going to go in. This is the door right here. This is the chest right here. If you're lucky, that guy will do that. And you can collect your fragrant branch. Once you have your fragrant branch, hightail it out of there. Hopefully not dying and losing souls like I did, but you get the idea. The ship's coming in. We can now bust a move and get all the way back. Now I'm actually going to switch to our Morning Star. Because our Morning Star is going to give us a degree of damage on our Flexile Sentry when we get to him. Oh, I messed up. We got our Fragrant Branch, so now all we got to do is drop down at that exact location that we dropped down before. So right here, right here. Don't be an idiot like I did and walk down the edge. Come out here and step off here. Now, if you're still alive, you probably want to go talk to Lucatiel right now. I am going to activate this shortcut just to have it. Makes coming through here later, if you need to get something from here, a lot easier. We're just going to run straight to the boss room. Hopefully one of those pirate guys does not catch up. Keep in mind you have a divine blessing that you can use to keep alive if you need to. And enjoy the boss fight. General tips for this guy, you want to keep the mace guy coming at you because his attacks are easy to see and dodge. Come at me, bro. That's definitely an attack to watch out for. And of course that as well. I'm gonna go and chug this. That's a 3 combo hit. Might be 4. The water starts to raise as his health gets lower, so you're going to have to rely on roll attacks to do this safely. Because the roll will continue to give you your distance traveled, but you'll need to cover the distance pretty quickly. That's why being in a light roll is so important at this point. Luckily, we're getting the bleed off on him, so he'll die here pretty relatively quick. He was still bleeding there for a second. Pretty much just want him to do that combo because it's easy to dodge and hit. That combo there is kind of questionable. Got a little greedy there. Try not to get greedy when fighting your bosses. That face though. Make sure you go through the right door. If you're going to get a pyromancy flame, make sure to grab the chest. In which case I'll show you where it's at. And go through this. And that puts us in the Lost Bastille. Sorry, I still have a little bit of dinner left over. Alright, so from here, it's merely a matter of following the path safely. Which can be pretty annoying and difficult with all the dogs. Nope. Go ahead and tag this bonfire. As you can see right now, we're at 28,600 souls. So that is not too bad. That is, of course, soul memory. Make sure to roll past your dogs here. Okay. Dogs are going to be kind of dicks right now, so we're going to run around this way for a second. And of course they're blocking the way now. Okay. So don't come running around this way to avoid the dogs. It doesn't work. Yeah, this is the probably... Haven't really had this much problem with this area. Haven't really. Obviously, of course, you would go back and get your souls. And there, that door is open now. Does this still require the key that I think it does? Okay. Trying to remember exactly what I did at this part. Okay, well, that wasn't it. That was that. I completely forgot a step. They moved the antiquated key over by Lucatiel. That's why you have to open that door. I'm so disorganized in this video. I apologize, folks. Yeah, you open that door, run up to Lucatiel, you go up to the second floor to avoid all the enemies. If you can get this guy to kick this, that saves getting into your smith a lot easier. Yeah, you come up here. Let's give it a second. Alright, they're not coming, so I'm going to go straight for the chest and hope. Now that we have our antiquated key, it is merely just a step of getting through that door. With all these dogs, it gets kind of annoying. Of course, technically this is a failed attempt since I've lost souls. But I'm just doing this to show you guys where exactly you need to go. So it looks like he killed a dog, which is okay. There are lots of dogs here. Okay, yeah, that's something to worry about. You open that up. Alright, and again, you're running past dogs. What you want to do is get to this ladder over here and climb up. Take a second to heal if you need it, and then run past this guy. Watch out for the shadow where it's going to drop. And get in your elevator. And from here, it's merely a matter of getting to Strayed, unpetrifying him, and keeping all those little guys from aggroing. They don't drop that many souls, so it's kind of worth it to kill them. Yeah, that's the guy that you gotta really worry about. Because he comes right at you. He came right at me. Fucking inputs. I actually don't even need the mace equipped anymore. Or the Morning Star equipped anymore. So that's why I died there. Get our scimitar back on. Proof of concept, though. If you do make it that far and die, and you are able to get back and get your souls, there's a much easier shortcut you can take, and I'm going to show you that right now. You just roll past this guy, take very minimal damage, come up here, cut your way in. The door should still be open since it's a key door. So you come through here, the dogs, run past these little bastards. Whoa. They're angry. Go around this way on this guy. Do keep in mind that the elevator does flip-flop. If you have to do this run a second time like I'm doing, you don't want to run off the cliff and fall to your doom. Okay. Seeing as he's going to be a problem, we're just going to go ahead and kill him real quick. 260 souls, it's not terrible. We're going to climb up this way. To my knowledge, none of these guys aggro onto you. They're just here to intimidate you and scare the shit out of you. So you come here, pop your fragrant branch. That's why it was important to grab that fragrant branch from that chest. Once Strayed stands up and walks to his position, you simply step in, light the bonfire, heal up. That should put him on the outside of the cell, I believe, yep. And then have a chat. Now, there's one thing to keep in mind that Strayed will do. Right now I'm at 28,990 souls. That puts me at tier 2, I believe. 0 to 1, 1 to... No, tier 3. That puts me in tier 3 for summoning. He doesn't sell the ring yet. The reason for that is because he will sell it when you are at 30,000 soul memory. So pop a boss soul. That'll put me at about 35,000 souls. And voila. You've got yourself an Agape ring. And if you don't exactly know what it does, let me equip it and show you. Alright, first off, these guys, about 260 souls. Put that back on. Nothing. Now, Yeti, you may be asking yourself, what do I have need of a ring that prevents me from getting souls? 2 reasons. The PvP in this game is still really strong. I still see plenty of people playing it. I still see plenty of people going through the arena and doing matches. This ring will allow you to lock yourself at a specific soul memory for invasions. Now, the arena obviously is anything goes, any soul level goes, as far as I know. I could be wrong. Either way, the main thing for this is the invasion aspect. You will not gain souls from killing people in invasions. So you will not level up, you will not face even more powerful opponents. You will be at that soul memory level. So for those people who like to set themselves... I'm not sure what the meta is for the Dark Souls community. I didn't really do too much PvP up until this point. But Up until that point, people were trying to stay like right around soul level. Let's see. In Dark Souls, it was 150. Here, I think it's like 175, 200, depending on the group of people you're around. But your soul memory is what determines if you can be summoned or not your soul level. So knowing that, locking your soul memory makes it so that you can have access to your friends at all times. It's also good if you're trying to set yourself like a challenge. For instance, if you're at a soul level 1 challenge, or if you're at a pick up weapons only challenge, things like that. The other reason to get this ring, and the reason that I took this specific path, is to do low-level PvP. At this point, I'm in Tier 4. I believe the Red Eye Orb lets you invade up to 5 tiers higher than you. That'll put you at... excuse me, put you at about 200,000, I think. The exact number is lost on me at the moment. But that'll put you pretty decently up there. But it allows you to go farm those enemies by the Executioner's Chariot. It allows you to progress through the game and not gain soul memory. It, to a degree, allows you to twink out a character. If you're going to do that, though, I suggest going up a little bit, just because it's kind of rude to catch someone off guard with an ice rapier. A little guilty of that myself. But either way. So yeah, that's how you do it. And that's the reason you do it. And now, there is something that this does kind of lock you out of. You have to plan ahead on your souls. You can only go up to the 9,999 in the specific tier you want to be before you go up a tier. So if you need souls to purchase rings from specific people, if you want to be an anti-twink, an individual who has leveled up into the tiers above the lowest twink tier, and you're preparing yourself for that, then, you know, the delicate ring, the red delicate ring, whatever it's called, the red cord ring, that makes invasions happen more often. That's a great thing to use to lure in the twink invaders. It also gives you more souls to work with. If you have a friend who plays that you're able to get into a party with and message, then you can trade equipment to them, and then they trade it to your new characters. There's just all sorts of possibilities available. So I think that's going to end this Agape ring tutorial. I apologize for my poor performance, dying multiple times and being limited on souls. As you can see, there's the proof, 35,000 soul memory. At one point, we would have had 35,250 souls. If you needed to purchase weapons, now's the time to do it, blah, blah, blah. So, there's the stats, there's the character, there's the equipment. So I just want to take a second to thank those of you who are watching now, those of you who are watching in the future, and those of you who've watched in the past. Make sure to check out my YouTube channel for previous streams and videos of things I've done in the past. Make sure to follow the stream to show your support, and if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. Well, folks, that's going to do it for me today. My name's Yeti Without Sin, and I'm going to go back to my ice cave.